Jitesh, who heads our global business travel. Jitesh, over to you.
My name is Jitesh, and my name is Jitesh, and my name is Jitesh Sridharan, which also means I'm also from Kerala. Okay, I'm from the north of Kerala. I can call it as Talasheri. I hope I'm right, but I'm born and raised in Mumbai. Okay, and I've joined Malaysia Airlines almost a year back, and now I'm based in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, my roots are here. My parents are settled in Mumbai, but I do come every year to Kerala. It always feels home. This is possibly the best place you can be, right? And the food is amazing. So we have a lot of delegates who have already come in from 10 different countries: Indonesia, Singapore, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand. And this one thing what they've told is the vegetarian food is as good as the non-vegetarian food. So thank you so much. So it's beautiful, it's good, and we're here for a reason. And the reason is today we're going to launch something very new and very different in this market, which is called as MH Corporate Leisure. When you reach the airport, even if you're an economy customer, okay, now let's go through this in detail. Even if you're an economy customer, you belong to a corporate, okay, ideally if you're a leisure customer, you walk into the economy queue. As a corporate customer, you have a choice of walking in directly to the business class queue, alright? You get into the business class queue, you get your priority bag checked in, you get your priority boarding pass, you board the aircraft on priority, okay, which ideally is given to only business class customers. That means we take care of our customers, which are specifically corporate customers, okay. So if you do not have MH Corporate with you and you belong to the large corporations based out of Trivandrum, this is your chance, because we are flying 4 times a week from Trivandrum into Malaysia, connecting the network, right? I'll just move forward and I'll tell you how the journey is. Assuming you're a customer, you are searching for your flights via your travel management companies, which is your TMCs, your dedicated TMCs. You book your tickets, alright, and you walk into the airport. You get priority check-in, which means you skip all the queues that are there. You skip the queues, you get your preferred seat, you get your priority baggage, which means when your baggage comes on your destination, you also get your baggage on priority. You get priority boarding, which means along with all the other business class customers, as a corporate customer, you also get to board the aircraft on priority. Alright, you also get free seating and you also get access to Golden Lounge when you transit from Malaysia. Which also takes us to the next thing. What is it that we have in a bouquet of products that we offer? Assuming you are a large company or a small company, you have a huge travel spend or maybe minimum travel spend. If you have just minimum travel spend with no target, you want to get into a contract without any targets, there we are, MH Corporate SME, which means you get onto a contract which is just at the click of a button on the website and you straight away start booking your tickets. That's about it. You have a large company where you want to commit, I can tell you in INR, if you want to commit a business commitment of more than 50 lakh rupees, okay, you get into MH Corporate Local, which means you have a dedicated account manager. A dedicated account manager, you all know Lakshmi over here? Yeah. Lakshmi? Okay, alright. That's Lakshmi, that's a dedicated account manager. She will be the one who will be in touch with you in case if we have any C-suite, your leadership team traveling with us, we can take care of their travel, alright, specifically. Then we come into global. Global means that you are a large company which is based in multiple countries. We can take care of your travel requirement. That means you have a dedicated account manager not only in India, it can be in UK, it can be in Australia and various other countries. We come to events and we also come to marine. We have different products for different customers. If you're a marine company, we can take care of your marine requirements. And if you have a large conference that you would like to do in different parts of the world, that means you are a company, you want to take 100 customers or 100 employees for an incentive movement into Malaysia or any other part of the world, we can cater to your request. Alright? There you go. How does it go? Do you need human intervention? No, you don't need. For SME sign up, you just need to go to the website, which is malaysiaairlines.com. You need to go to MH Corporate SME. The sign up is absolutely complimentary, which means you can sign up at the click of a button in 55 seconds. Alright? You sign up, every company has a certificate of incorporation. You get your certificate of incorporation, you sign up, you get your company benefits right from day one, which means as an individual, when you're booking your tickets, the company gets miles, you as an individual customer, you also get your miles. So assuming I am an employee who's based in Trivandrum, I get my own loyalty points and my company also get loyalty points. What do you do with these loyalty points? The company can use this loyalty points to redeem free tickets, free upgrades, excess baggage, and so on. If you're a travel manager sitting over here, if you want a detailed saving report, you can get that. Which means, assuming in a month you have booked more than 50 odd tickets, you want to know who are the employees who traveled for the month of Jan, Feb, March, you'll likely get a detailed report, which means you'll also understand what is the kind of savings that you've done every single month. If you've not made any savings, if you also want to know, for example, in the month of April, you've spent 10 lakh rupees, but in the month of May, you've spent 20 lakh rupees, you would want to know why is it that the spends have gone more, you can ideally check that, which means we're also giving you a detailed savings report. There you go, I'm highlighting this again. It's absolutely complimentary. Once you sign up, you have to upload the certificate of incorporation, alright? On the back end, the team approves this in 48 hours. Once it's done, you can ideally issue tickets for all your employees at the click of a button. Unlimited users, and as I mentioned, there is no minimum spend. A lot of airlines come with corporate targets, and if you don't achieve your target, they either terminate the deal, alright? That's the first thing, they ideally terminate the deal, or they downgrade your discounts by giving you a lesser discount and a lesser target, alright? In Malaysia Airlines, on the MH corporate SME, there is no target at all, which means your account is valid for a period of 3 years, alright? And you do 1 transaction or you do 10 transactions. Your relationship will continue for a period of 3 years. There are discounts right from day one, and for every single ticket you will get preferential discounts and you'll get full flexibility. Now imagine you book a ticket, assuming I'm a traveler who's traveling from Trivandrum to Australia, alright, and I'm traveling on a corporate travel. I have a meeting next week and I travel on a ticket. I suddenly have to cancel my ticket. Assuming you're a leisure customer, the cancellation cost for your ticket is $300. But as a corporate customer, you get absolutely free. The cancellation is nil. There are no charges to it. Okay? You want to make date changes, you go to Australia, you have multiple meetings, and your return date is not fixed. You can change your ticket, which also means you can have unlimited date changes. Alright? You're reaching late to the airport, you can cancel your ticket. There's absolutely no charges for cancellation. Now that's the benefit of being a corporate customer as compared to a leisure customer. And also, you get an upfront discount for all the tickets that you issue. Like I mentioned, travel policy compliance. Assuming your company has a compliance, which means your travel benefit, which means ideally if you're issuing a ticket, which means ideally your ticket cost will be only 1 lakh rupees, and you wouldn't want any employee to travel on a ticket which is more than 1 lakh rupees, you can put that buffer on the portal, which means assuming the ticket cost is 1 lakh, and if the employee is choosing 1,20,000, there are multiple levels of approval, which means if I am choosing a higher fare, my travel manager can ask me why you're choosing a higher fare when the fare is on the lesser side. You could do that. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. You book your ticket, you don't issue your ticket. You make your booking and you don't issue your ticket, which means you find a fare from Trivandrum to Malaysia, which is say around 25,000 rupees. Okay, you don't issue your ticket. As a corporate customer, you get a benefit of ticketing time limit, which means you book your booking 15 days in advance or 20 days in advance, and you issue your tickets only 3 or 4 hours prior to your departure. You could do that. So that's again one more benefit, which is a USP when you are a corporate customer. Did mention about the detailed travel saving. It continues. You can ideally see what is the kind of bookings that you've made, which are the months that you've spent the highest amount, which are the months that you've spent the lowest amount, and which are the months you have shooted your budget. Loyalty points, again, every individual gets their own loyalty points and the company also gets loyalty points. Like I mentioned again, the company gets loyalty points. You can use these loyalty points to get free tickets for the company. You can ideally use it for upgrades. And even if a customer who's traveling within the company, who's ideally traveling for a long-term assignment and the baggage is 35 kgs, you can use these points to get more baggage. I'll just take you through local and global. There are 4 levels, okay, of local and global corporates. It's blue, silver, gold, and platinum. Now every tier has its own targets and has its own discounts. The good thing is, now we're moving away from SME and we are coming to local accounts. You have dedicated account manager, which means in the middle of the night, something goes wrong, you want to call up the account manager, there is a dedicated person who is managing this. As compared to the portal is a self-service portal. Now we are getting into a more human intervention where you have a dedicated account manager, you have your CEO traveling, you want someone to assist at the airport. The account manager will ensure that she or he takes care of the CEO, whoever is traveling, by doing a meet and assist or a meet and greet at the airport. If there is a medical case or if there is anything or if there is any assistance in terms of excess baggage or anything, the account manager will give you dedicated support. Now all of this ideally happens with the target. Target means we know about your overall business volume, okay, which means annually you're spending 2 or 3 crore rupees, and we're looking at 20 or say around 15 or 20% of market share on your overall travel spends. Okay, like I mentioned, there is a minimum travel spend. The agreement, you don't need to have a official contract, okay, you can do it on the click of a button on the website as well. You have upfront discount on code share. Now code share means somebody is flying say from Trivandrum to say China, maybe on a country where we do not fly, maybe on a point where we do not fly. So there are code share customers. So we partner with other airlines, like we are part of One World community, which means we partner to more than 1,000 destinations over Doha. So any customer who's traveling from all the way from say Australia to US, we don't fly to US as an airline, we do not fly to US, but we have code share with our partner network, which is Qatar Airways, and now we also have the British Airways. So Qatar Airways connects to more than 47 points in Europe and more than 14 points in US, and with the help of our One World partnership, we connect to more than 1,000 destinations, which means American Airlines, we connect to the entire of US with 350 destinations. Alright, this is the global one, which means now we're talking about your multiple travel spends. Okay, assuming you're a company, you're a large company which is based out of Trivandrum, but your office is so big that you have traveled from Trivandrum to Australia, and there is another travel manager sitting in Australia who's booking tickets for the customers who are returning. There's another office in UK, which means you're into multiple point of sale. Now, the moment you have multiple point of sale, we also have a global deal. Now, the global deal is extremely different because we are not talking about one single account manager, we are talking about multiple account managers. So assuming you have an office in UK, there will be a UK local account manager who will be assisting you. There will be an account manager who's based out of India in Trivandrum. We fly to 10 cities in India. If there are 10 different cities where you have offices, there will be 10 different account managers who can assist you. And last but not the least, the discounts are very different, which means assuming you are a company, you have a big project which is based out of Malaysia, but all your travel for the next say 6 or 7 months is only going to be Malaysia or maybe Australia, we can customize the discounts. It's not one size that fits all, which ideally means on a contract which is for the year, assuming you get a discount of 15%, but only from Trivandrum to Sydney, you have a project which means more than 1,000 customers or employees will be traveling for the next 1 year, we could give you 20-25% discount only on that specific route. We could do that, okay? So it's not one size that fits all. You walk in and you just check there is one size. No, we can cater to your different needs. That's the reason why we are different. Did mention about MICE. If you're a large company and if you have any incentive movement for your customers or for your vendors, okay, assuming you're flying 100 customers from Trivandrum to China, okay, we can cater to your different requirements. We can give you discounts up to 20%. Okay, we can give you a promo code. And assuming you're taking these customers from Trivandrum, we can do a special onboard announcement. We can ideally take care of a dedicated check-in counters. We can do all of this. Now, all of this comes under MICE. Now, MICE is very different and it's very niche because it is bulk in nature. So, assuming you have 60 or 70 customers or employees who are traveling from one point to another point, it becomes very difficult for you as a company to ensure that the airline manages it well. You need to leave it to us, we'll take care of the rest. You issue the tickets, we will help you issue the tickets. If you do not want to issue the tickets through a dedicated travel agency, we can give you a promo code. Okay, the promo code means Every single employee can issue the tickets on their own. And you just need to tell us which day they are traveling. Assuming that everyone is traveling on the 1st of May and more than 45 to 50 customers, employees, okay, we will ensure that there is a dedicated check-in counter exclusively for your company, which will take care of it. We will also ensure, I mean, that's again subject to government approval, to fast track immigration and also do a special onboard announcement. We could do all of that. Okay, last but not the least, we spoke about corporate, we spoke about employee travel, we spoke about everything that takes care of your company. What is it for me, okay? I am still a family man. I'm saying you, I'm not saying me, okay? You're still a family man, okay? Can anyone say, anyone who's traveled overseas in the last 6 months to an international destination? Anyone? It's a which destination?
I went to Germany, Berlin. I went.
Berlin, with your family?
Yeah.
Great. Sir, if I tell you, you will get a dedicated login ID from Malaysia Airlines, which will take care of all your travel with a huge discount for your future travel. How does it sound?
Yeah, the connectivity is good, it interests.
Okay, great, no problem, I understand. But if you currently, ideally, if you plan your vacation, how do you plan your vacation? You would ideally go through aggregator site, right? You make my trip, play trip. But what if I give you the same thing on MalaysiaAirlines.com? Would it be beneficial? Okay, great. Anyone else? Anyone else who's traveled to Australia in the last few months or years? Malaysia, Singapore? Okay. Malaysia? Okay, great. Okay, now this is dedicatedly, specifically, only for companies, okay, for their leisure travel, which means you are a large company, okay, and we want to take care of the employee travel, okay. As an airliner, we do get our staff tickets, which we can give it to our family, but why not we give it to you as well, okay, in a different form, okay, which means until now, you were booking tickets for your employees, you're booking tickets for your customers, and so on. But if I say that we will do the same thing for all the employees of the company, which now means we are introducing something very new, and this is a pilot project which we are doing it for the first time in Malaysia Airlines in Trivandrum, alright, which is called as MH Corporate Leisure. Now how does it work? We have a large company, okay, we have a travel manager. The travel manager goes into the website, registers the company for the first time, okay, registers the company for the first time. Once they register, on the back end, Malaysia Airlines approves it, okay, that alright, this is ABC Travel Limited, ABC Corporation, we have approved the company. Now once the company is approved, the travel manager tells all the employees through an internal email that we have now got Malaysia Airlines registered for all the leisure travel. Here is the dedicated promo code. Okay, now that promo code cannot be used by everyone. Okay, you need to take that promo code. You will ideally go to MalaysiaAirlines.com again and register as an employee. Okay, once you register as an employee, the travel manager will approve it on the back end. Once the travel manager approves it on the back end, like this sir mentioned, he did travel to Germany with his family. Assuming next time he has to go to Australia or any other point, he can register his dependents, which means his wife, his children at one go. And that's only a one-time registration, so which means he has this ID for the rest of his life for a period of 3 years. Okay, so if his son wants to travel or daughter wants to travel, say from India to Malaysia, from any point, assuming he is in London and he wants to travel from London to Australia, he could issue a ticket with a discounted rate. If he wants to travel from Australia to India, he could still do that. If he wants to do it for his family, extended family, he can still do that. Now this is exclusive. These fares are there only for these companies who are registering on MH Corporate Leisure. Okay, it's very, very clear. You go to Make My Trip, you go to any other aggregator site, you will not get this fares because this is exclusively for the companies. Now, all the companies who register on MH Corporate Leisure, this is a one-time registration by the company travel manager. So, assuming if you are the travel manager and if you have a base of more than 1,000 employees, you can do this right away, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to create a saving for your own employee staff travel, okay? How's the payment module? The company doesn't pay anything. The individual has their own credit card, they issue the tickets with their own credit cards. Okay, it's very, very simple. Okay, and there is no limit. It can be 1 ticket, it can be 10 tickets, it can be 20 tickets. Throughout the year, for a period of 3 years, this works. Now, another thing is the company continues to use their corporate travel. If this is a company which is now focusing on leisure travel, but the same company also has its employee travel, they can continue to use their employee travel separately on the same account through their company credit card. Okay, but the moment it comes to leisure, it comes their individual credit card or maybe their bank account. So the pass-through is already there. Okay, some of the benefits, preferential fares. Okay, you directly go to MalaysiaAirlines.com right now. Say from Trivandrum to Malaysia, there is a fare of 25,000. Okay, once you register, the fare will become 20,000 or maybe 19,000. Okay, you can travel with your loved ones. You can earn enrich points. By default, you can earn enrich points for your dedicated accounts. Okay, and again, there is a dedicated support team. Now, many a times, a lot of customers complain that a flight is delayed, but there is no one to support us. Once you register over here, there is a dedicated person who's supporting you, and there's also a dedicated account manager who's going to support you with all of the queries. Now, this is also a reward for your employees. Now, it's in one way, if I see the market, I see the length and breadth of the Indian market and many other markets worldwide. No other airline has introduced something as leisure for their own employees, okay? Which means, as a travel manager, my most important KPI is that I want to issue a ticket for my employee who's traveling on duty, okay? If the same employee wants to travel for leisure, that's for him to decide. He can go outside to any other aggregator site, he can walk into a travel agency and he can do on his own, because that's his problem. That's not my problem. That's the way, if I was a travel manager, I would be thinking. But now, as an airline, I'm giving the travel manager an option. You don't need to do anything. You have your corporate travel, you manage that. But as a perk, I would want to give this to your employees. Why not you give a perk to your employee and internally you make an announcement that we are tied up with Malaysia Airlines for your leisure travel, for all the bookings that is happening from today until the account expires, you and your dependents, whenever you travel, you will get an exclusive discount. I'm just taking you through the process again. You register your company on MH Corporate SME portal. Okay, the corporate admin will share a corporate ID for all the employees. Okay, now assuming I'm a company which is based out of Trivandrum, I go to the website and I'm a travel manager. Okay, it cannot be any other employee. It has to be a travel manager who is from procurement. He has to register it once, and he has to register with some company documents that he's a registered company. Okay, because it can be any other agency who can register, right? So the company registers once, and the company gets an intimation that the company is successfully registered. Once the company is registered, the company internally tells all the employees, assuming the company is an IT company or maybe any other company with a base of 100 customers, 100 employees and above. Assuming you're a company which has more than 50,000 employees, more better. All the 50,000 employees multiplied by the number of dependents that they have, they all get the benefit. Okay? The company sends an email internally to all the employees, okay, internally, and they mention that this is it, this is what it is all about, and now we can ideally give this benefit to all the employees internally. Once it is done, all right, the employees go to the website, they register, and once they register, the employees can, once the travel manager approves the account, the employees can now register their dependents, which means as an individual, the individual can register their wife, their dependents, and so on. And once all of this is done, you can go ahead and you can issue the tickets multiple times. There is no math where you can't issue more than 5 tickets or 10 tickets. It's unlimited.
So, Jitesh, sorry. So, any number of employees can register it?
Absolutely. It's unlimited. It's all the employees.
If an organization has 10 employees or 1,000 employees, all 1,000 employees are entitled for that.
Assuming the organization has 70,000 employees, it can be 70,000 employees. There is no restriction. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. Any questions? Anyone?
Can an association register?
The association can register for its, it can register for its members. Can do that, yes, of course, of course. Any individual companies can also register for their employees, for their dependents, they can, of course.
Does this also include the group travel,
It also includes group travel, yes, yes.
corporate group travel?
Yeah, but the good thing is for group travel, you'll get a much higher discount, but you can actually cover it.
Do you have a representative handling only the groups?
Yes, absolutely, we do. Yeah, Lakshmi is managing.
Lakshmi is
groups.
handling.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. She's the one who's managing everything.
Is Malaysia Airlines associated with any good 4 or 5 star hotels? Do you bundle and package corporate travel?
So this is the first time we're launching this product. If you look and on the left hand side, this is MH Corporate Leisure. This is the first time we've launched it. Over a period of time, based on the success, the developmental module will also include that. Assuming you're traveling from here to Malaysia, we would want to partner with different hotels also. So which is a package dream, right? So you get your tickets, you get 3 to 4 hotels where you can cater to and so on. We would definitely want to do that.
If somebody taking a flight from Australia and the flight is delayed and your flight takes off, will they get a hotel accommodation?
Of course, yes. If the flight, assuming you take off from India, you land at say 12 o'clock in the night and your flight was at 1 o'clock, you miss the flight and the next flight is after 24 hours, you'll definitely get a hotel stay.
But we don't want to assume that the flight will be delayed. Our OTP is good, so we are positive, no misconnection.
In case you allow this for associations, and then you mentioned that you get every member gets a promo code. Is there one more step of authentication for the association owner to know whether this guy is still a member with the association?
So, assuming you're from one of the association and you would want to extend it to your members, the promo code will only be with you. Nobody else can use it, the promo code. Assuming the promo code has gone to him, even if he registers, you still have to approve his account.
Yeah,
So if you,
is it?
Once approved, what happens after once approved?
You have to authenticate.
after once approved, he can add his dependents, he can add his family and so on. But the check is on him because assuming he shared the promo code with me and I fictitiously shared it with him, okay? When he registers, he has the right to reject it, but he'll approve mine. Okay, so there's a tight control on the program.
But that list could be dynamic, or is it fixed list for 3 years? As in the list of members?
No, you can keep on registering.
You can keep on registering.
I can keep on adding.
Yeah, you can keep on adding, yeah,
And
absolutely.
deleting as well.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's on you, the way you want it.
You are the admin, you control it.
So I think what he is trying to figure out is if there are 100 members registered, there are 10 of them who has to be removed from the
He
list.
has a choice.
He has a choice of
Yes,
doing that.
absolutely.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Because when the membership is cancelled, organization may not want to continue.
That's why he's saying approval is there.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that.
Same thing with the employees as well. If you have certain number of employees registered and if there's certain number of employees who've left your organization, you can remove them also.
Can do that, absolutely can do that. Why not? Yes, you can. It's a monthly check. I mean, you in your detailed report, all the employee details will show that these are the employees. For example, employee 1, 2, 3, 4, along with the dependents you have uploaded. Now, assuming I resign from the company, you can remove me from that because I do not want to give the benefit to the employees who resign the company.
So once registered, they would be members for the next 3 years. Is that right?
Once registered, yes, for the next 3 years.
Until
But
we-
assuming if I leave the organization, he has the right to remove me as an employee. Because he wouldn't want to give the same benefit that the company gets because now I'm not a part of the organization anymore.
Understand.
Is a card being some card is there?
Sorry?
You are using some card or something?
No, it's online, absolutely online. Yeah.
So, this is Lakshmi, for those of you who don't know. She is based in Kerala. She is taking care of the corporate. So, anything you have, she is the right person to contact.
So Lakshmi is based in Kerala, okay, and she's the dedicated account manager for Kerala. So anything, please, she's the right person who will take this forward. Anything else, guys? Before I wrap it up and I tell you thank you so much. Any other questions? Good, you have been a very good crowd.
Let's start first.
Okay, we will start. First discount to you, sir. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Please do not forget to take the brochures. Okay, it has all the steps and the details in detail of how you can register like I mentioned, you can please interact with me, Amin or Lakshmi. We are still here. Any questions, any queries, we'll be happy to help you.
I think we are the only airline who has this product. Right?
Absolutely, I did mention that.
Everyone
Yeah.
has a corporate product which is only restricted to the corporate employees or their dependents traveling with them on a duty. But this one is beyond that. And the first time we are launching, and we are launching in Trivandrum.
Yeah.
Right, this is the first launch. So this is a launch market for us.
Yeah. And the good thing is, so we're gonna launch in Trivandrum, and for now, we're gonna end in Trivandrum, which means based on the success of Trivandrum, we will check if we want to launch in different markets and different countries as well. So if you take that pamphlet, okay, which is the brochure, and if you think that this is going to be launched next in Mumbai or maybe Delhi, the answer is no. It's this product, which is this, it's specifically for Trivandrum market only. And in future, we might decide based on the success of Trivandrum.
So that means the success of this product lies in their hands, whether their friends in other industries, in other cities, get to enjoy that discount for their family or not.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah, absolutely. If you have friends who work in different corporates, please, I mean, you can ideally share the brochure with them. And if you believe you would want us to share to a different email IDs or any other email IDs, we can do that. We can assist you with that.
But you mentioned this is only for Trivandrum, so
Yeah.
the corporates have to be registered here?
It has to be registered based on Trivandrum only. Yeah, absolutely.
Trivandrum or Kerala?
Trivandrum.
Specifically Kerala.
Trivandrum.
So this is a testing market, right?
Yeah, pilot sir.
Yeah.
I think no airline has ever done that. They have launched a product in Trivandrum first. Globally, we have never done.
Can increase your flights.
Sorry?
Increase your flights.
Yeah, it's 4 times a week. We'll increase it to 5 times.
So we started with I think you are aware, like, we started with twice a week in 23. I still remember 10th of November was the first flight. With the kind of response which came in, we increased the flights to 4. Yes, there is a hope to grow more, and we are also hungry, right, to grow. And that is one of the reasons that we are here back with such a large contingent out
Okay,
here.
there's another doubt I had.
Yes.
Is there any chance of you having a flight from Trivandrum direct to any other cities other than via Kuala Lumpur?
We cannot
No,
because
no,
it's,
okay. So you're talking about a flight going not into KL but going to Penang or Langkawi? Direct? Or another country?
But I say there is a group of people who want to travel to Bangkok. Is there a possibility of having a flight, which you have a flight which connects direct to Bangkok?
So that comes under charter, sorry. That comes under charter. So you are saying you have, for example, you have 1,000 people, right? You want to take them directly to Bangkok instead of they going to Trivandrum, KL, Bangkok, correct?
Yeah.
That comes under bilateral or not the bilateral, that comes under charter. And the ruling for Indian government for the charter is it has to be done by the Indian carriers first, and they have the right of refusal. Right? Unless until they give in writing, the foreign carrier cannot apply for that. And the permits are different from that.
Or do you have a flight which allow you to fly, you stay in the flight and the flight takes off without you?
no, cannot. International flights do not work that.
I think that's worldwide for any airline. You travel from a point A to point B, which is your hub, and then you take the connecting flight. That's for globally for every airline.
Okay.
Because bilaterals are done that way.
Thank you so much for your participation.
Sure, yeah. I don't have my card, but I've got email. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You are based on there, right? I'm based on the hotel. I will speak to you. Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
It's not very useful. I need to get cards with the email. I'll give it to my I Messi dictamos Dios de
What's the registration process?
Hilltop, is it Hyatt?
Alakadirikele.
അവിടെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കഴിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്ക് ഇവിടുന്ന്